Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of the major altcoins are having some very interesting movements in this market today. In this video, we're going to be going over some important crypto news that you need to know about, and we're also going to be doing a little market analysis to see some of the coins that you should be on the lookout for. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. It is your host, Brian Jung. Thank you guys for tuning by. Don't forget to hit that little like button down below if you guys enjoy content like this. It'll tell YouTube that, hey, you like to learn, you like to make some money, and you find a lot of this content valuable and interesting, and what they'll do is push out more additional videos just like this. One last thing before we hop into the computer, don't forget to check out Surfshark, listed down below in the description. 3 months free, 83% off. Secure yourself if you are into crypto and you don't have a VPN or you don't know what to do. Surfshark. Surfshark. All right, so the total crypto market cap is at $1.62 trillion today, or 1.47% increase over the last day. We haven't been seeing too much crazy activity, too much volatility. It's been holding relatively stable for this day of Tuesday, May 25th. The volume of the crypto market is currently at $197 billion, or down 3.93% since yesterday, and Bitcoin's price is at $37,900, and Bitcoin's price dominance is currently at 43.74%, or a decrease of 0.31% over the day. So Bitcoin is still fighting to hit that new resistance level of $40,000. My personal resistance level that I'm setting for Bitcoin to expect us to see a explosion towards the upside is going to be $42,000. If we can hit 42K, we're going to see a huge potential upside. But right now, a lot of people are still trying to at least get the $40,000 in before we start making more accurate price predictions on what may happen in the next few coming weeks. Bitcoin is still down, however, 11.67%, with Ethereum at $2,584. Now, if you guys have been following along or you're part of the inner circle, you know that I did buy into Ethereum when they did dip down to $1,900. So like I say, you do not have to be in a full green market in order to make money. There are a lot of methods, and I'm actually discovering even more additional methods that you can learn about in this bear phase that we have right now in order to capitalize and really just make bread in the crypto market. I'm sure that's why a lot of people are invested into this, aside from the few people that really love where technology is going and the evolution of what we consider the future. So although Ethereum is up a little bit, 1.68%, we're not seeing crazy price action yet today. Everything seems to be stable except for a couple altcoins that we do need to cover in this video. Overall, Ethereum is down 22% for the week. Binance coin is up 2.7% at $332. Or still down 35% for the week. Cardano back at $1.55, up 3.44%, or down still 23%. Now, generally, the price fluctuation that we're going to see in the market for the 1 week trend is going to be anywhere from 10 to 30% down. As time goes on and as we continue to see the bottom of this market hopefully leveling out, we're going to notice that the 7 days are going to start to decrease because time keeps going on and it's going to be less of a fluctuation. So is it good that we're seeing smaller increases today? I think this is actually really good news and one of the best case scenarios right now, only because every time we see huge fluctuations like we did yesterday, which is still really good news, oftentimes that is followed by an immediate correction. So I love movements like this. I love days where things aren't really happening too much. People can get their thoughts together and we realize, hey, we still got a very bright future ahead of us in terms of a healthy foundation of moving towards that upside. So Dogecoin, 34 cents, hasn't moved too drastically, especially with all the Elon Musk tweets that we've been seeing. And it looks like with Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies, we'll take a look at Shiba Inu and some of the meme coins to see exactly what's happening in that niche as well. But for the most part, everything is kind of chilling today. All right, so we take a look at some of the best increases for today. This is going to be Swissborg, Hollow, Ethereum Classic, surprising one, Thorchain, Voyager token, and CeeLo. Also BitTorrent, all in the 2-digit increases. And if we take a look, it looks like some of these cryptocurrencies are recovering from that 1 week low, but we are nowhere near that last all-time high that we've seen with some of these other cryptocurrencies. Helium is up 5% today. Got my eyes on that. PancakeSwap is also up 4.51%. Chainlink is still sitting at around $25.92, regardless of all the news that have been coming out. And we'll be talking about some of those articles towards the later end of this video. Now, one crypto that I do want to look for right now now is Cosmos, which is only up 0.96% at the time of this recording. We also got Stellar down 0.17% today. Let's actually take a look at Nano, 1.4% down, or down 29% for the week. Let's put the all-time high for the best winners. It's going to be all stable coins like you guys have noticed. And then we have Celsius, surprisingly still on top of it. We're trying to look for our big winner. Where is our Polygon? Polygon Matic. So Polygon Matic still down 29% at $1.69, or down 9.42% today. So as you guys know, Polygon had a pretty decent ride up yesterday. Let's go into the trading view right here just to see a little bit of that price action. So right now they're having a little bit of some sideways movement after yesterday's large green candle coming from its all-time high off the Binance Network exchange of $2.70. So we had a $2.70 high. We had a low, a very low of close to even $1, and even lower than the May 21st craze. Just a few days ago, we had Polygon go all the way down to 74 cents. So right now they immediately jump back up to $1.71 today. So Polygon is another cryptocurrency that has been on my watch list, and I do believe that they have a lot of great things coming up. So I do see it as a great long-term hold. There are some price targets of people saying $10. I think that's really far-fetched, especially within the next few years, depending on what Bitcoin does. But I do see the price target of $2 to $3 being completely viable for Polygon. So if you don't know what Polygon is, just a real quick synopsis. This is also known as Matic, and before they did their rebranding, it's a full stack scaling solution designed to make Ethereum-based transactions more efficient. Polygon is a multi-chain scaling solution utilizing side chains in order to verify platform transactions without routing them through the entire Ethereum network. Through this methodology, transaction fees rapidly decrease. These are the benefits. Pay attention here. While transaction speed increases, creating a win-win situation for both application developers and end users. So Polygon is actually pretty in-depth compared to most cryptocurrencies that I research, only because they have so many different layers that you have to talk about in order to break through exactly how they function. So when they're talking about multi-chain scaling solutions and then side chains, this is all part of the scaling solutions. Literally, sorry for the run-on words, but there are two different types of scaling solutions. They utilize side chains in order to make sure that this all works properly. They have a wide variety of different applications that are getting listed, a bunch of great partnerships lined up, and I also see them as a good long-term hold as well. So there are also different ways you can make money with Polygon. There's something called yield farming too that I'm going to make some more videos on, and it's really interesting because you can just utilize what you have right here, like a little computer right here, know how this works, and pretty much make bank regardless of the price fluctuation that cryptocurrency has. So Polygon is a great hold, and they actually came out with another press release yesterday, Labs Group and Polygon, to introduce a full stack scaling solution. So if you don't know what Lab Groups is, this is actually one of the first real estate investment platforms that partnered up with cryptocurrency, and this is how it works. So Lab Groups has introduced a new way for users worldwide to begin investing in real estate for the first time, starting with as low as $100. However, with sky-high Ethereum gas fees that show no sign of decreasing anytime soon, many users still face a high barrier to entry when it comes to accessibility. If we take a look at the Y charts, if we get it loaded right here, as you guys know, gas fees are still relatively high in the past 1 year. Not much has changed, especially with the adaptations of DeFi protocols and other NFT networks. But right now, pretty much with the volume of cryptocurrency that we're seeing, this is just natural with Ethereum before their layer 2 upgrades that we're going to see implemented. So right now, back 5 years ago, gas fees $22, right now $68. It definitely does add up, but you know, if you are an investor for Ethereum or you believe in the future of what cryptocurrency has, it could also be a positive rather than a negative of having people pay more money, because this goes back and reassures you there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of movement and a lot of upgrades that do need to be made, which are happening right now. So that's all really good stuff. Okay, so here's what's really interesting. Altcoin season indicator. Is it altcoin season right now? Could we get a preparation for what we may see very, very soon? So right now, according to Blockchain Center, we are seeing a high altcoin season index meter saying that things are warming up. And relative to Bitcoin's price action, we'll notice that Bitcoin is not doing much. They are not able to break through the resistance of $40,000. It hasn't gotten too spicy yet, but we just have to see. While Bitcoin continues to struggle, we're going to see some other altcoins getting a little bit of a boost. I do hope to see Ethereum pick up. If Ethereum is able to get back to $3,000 later this week, I'm going to be a very happy camper, and we'll just continue to see. Now, if we put it into perspective, the top 50 performance over the last season of 90 days, you'll notice that Matic still number one on this list. Ethereum Classic actually having some pretty enormous gains as well as Dogecoin. Now, I do believe that the cryptocurrency market is still in its very infant stages right now, especially in comparison to other asset classes like physical gold, where we're still just a fraction of what that may be. We're getting a lot more good news, though, from other banks, a lot of hedge funds, and a lot of analysts talking about the innovation of where cryptocurrency is headed. And this is just all really good news in order to progress us in the future of getting more people acclimated and more people understanding that this really is the future. It's not going anywhere, and digital currency is not going to go extinct anytime soon. So Bitcoin, in the last 1 year, as you guys know, this dip, it has been pretty brutal. I ain't not going to lie. Ain't not going to sugarcoat anything. But if we take a look back to the all-time high, we are still doing much better than any traditional investment, physical commodities, bonds, yields, even the traditional S&P 500. So we are still right on track to what we're going. Even though this dip is significant, we are just only where we were back in the beginning of the year. So back towards February 2nd. So we'll just have to see exactly what happens. Every time we do have these pauses in the momentum, you got to realize that this is just going to set us up for another bull ride. And I do believe that the bear market is still not yet here. We are on the brink of what I hope is going to be another reversal in this price action. But for me, it's too early right now to give any type of prediction on what's going to happen on my channel. I'm just going to reiterate this. Sometimes it's better to do nothing at all. Sometimes it's better to just hold and let the market play out itself. Let the whales do their whale things. And as of now, as long as you don't panic sell and you realize that there are buying opportunities and you are more level-headed in these investments, things are going to end up working out. So just be patient and trust me on this. We'll be good. So here's what we got next. Hedge fund billionaire Ray Dalio says, I have some Bitcoin. The billionaire hedge fund boss sees an inflationary future where cash is trash and Bitcoin catches on as a store of wealth. He still doubts government will tolerate it. So concerns about a looming global debt crisis have taken the world's top hedge fund manager from doubting Bitcoin to dabbling in it. Bridgewater Associates founder Ray Dalio said the US dollar is on the verge of devaluation on a level last seen in 1971 and that China is threatening the greenback's role as the world's reserve currency. In such an environment, Bitcoin, with its gold-like properties, looks increasingly attractive as a savings vehicle, said Dalio, whose firm started 2021 with $1.9 billion in assets. Absolutely crazy. Spare us 2 pennies, Ray Dalio. Making it the world's largest hedge fund. Personally, I'd rather have Bitcoin than a bond in an inflationary scenario, Dalio said during an hour-long conversation with CoinDesk chief content officer. So that's really good right here. Personally, he said, I'd rather have Bitcoin than a bond. Now, this is due to the debt, the amount of inflation, the amount of economic stimulus that we've seen due to the pandemic, which they continue on later on in this article. But pretty much we just need to focus on that little highlight of what Ray is saying, what Ray is telling the mass public. Going down, he says, I have some Bitcoin. Dalio volunteered in the middle of the interview, recorded on May 6th, and to be broadcast on Monday during Consensus by CoinDesk of 2021. Dalio joins fellow billionaire Stanley Druckenmiller in not only expressing pessimism about the dollar, but taking a position in Bitcoin. Broadly, the traditional finance world has gone from ignoring or shunning to tentatively embracing cryptocurrencies, some looking to profit from their day-to-day volatility, others seeking a haven from inflation as governments swelled money supplies during the coronavirus pandemic. I also wonder if YouTube is going to nerf this video. Are they still doing the thing where they nerf the video if you say the C word? Y'all let me know. Actually, we'll be able to tell from the video. Goldman Sachs also came out with their full research newsletters, a full 41 pages long. So the bull news that I actually wanted to share with you guys here was with an interview. Michael Novogratz right here. So there were some questions asked and his answers were fascinating and pretty much a good reassurance for anyone who's got a little bit of FUD in this market still. So let's talk about what that was. So the interviewee asked, you've been involved and excited about the crypto space for a while now, but it's had its fits and starts, including this dramatic price rise and collapse. 2017, 2018, we're seeing a similar thing, 2021. They ask, what makes this time different? So Michael says, 2017, 2018 was the first ever truly global and retail-driven speculative mania. It was blind excitement. It's not that there are no excesses, knuckleheaded Twitter comments, cheerleading, or tribalism today, but that's all there was back then. And crypto's market cap cratered 98.5%, but out of that mania grew a much smarter investor base that took the lessons learned and is more willing to differentiate between the different use cases for crypto, from stores of value to decentralized finance, to stablecoins and payment systems. And in turn, the community has built up a more logical investment process. He continues to say, importantly, that price downturn didn't result in a downturn in investments being made in the underlying crypto infrastructure. So the custody and security infrastructure necessary to attract institutions has been built. As a result, we've now hit a critical mass of institutional engagement, everyone from the major banks to PayPal and Square getting more involved, which is a loud and clear signal that crypto is now an official asset class. There's still a lot of volatility, as my followers know, so people will wash in and out, but crypto is not going away. And a core group of crypto people see this as, and I quote the Blues Brothers here, a mission from God. They want to rebuild the infrastructure of the financial market in a way that's more transparent and egalitarian and doesn't rely on governments who make bad decisions with our finances. Think of the housing market crash. Think of everyday situations going on. A lot of manipulation. A lot of the banks, a lot of the institutions that have money continue to play with the people. Now, although we do still see this in the crypto market today, because we are in the early stages, I'm telling you, over time, the whales are not going to have this type of influence where I believe enough people and enough volume go into the crypto market where we won't see this heavy volatility from things like Elon Musk's tweets or a coordinated attack by some of these institutions. When cryptocurrency market caps continue to increase past the $1.65 trillion it's at right now, and say we get to a very reasonable number of even $5 trillion, we won't see this type of fluctuation. When everyone has their money invested, we're not going to be having the volatility that we experience with Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis like that. I'd be surprised if Bitcoin even moves up 1%, say in the next 2 to 5 years. Now, I'm not going to be going through the whole 41 pages of this entire research newsletter by Goldman Sachs, but there are a lot of really great points that you guys definitely need to take a look into. I also want to emphasize that Goldman Sachs, one of the top banks that, overworks. I got some friends working at Goldman Sachs. They overwork their employees like madmen over there. Goldman Sachs was one of those financial institutions that would scoff and just completely turn down anything crypto related. I'd be surprised to hear them even acknowledge crypto just a few years back. But what we have now is a full report of talking about crypto as being a new asset class. So this is really good news. This is really bullish movement for any type of institutions getting into crypto, realizing, hey, if they don't adapt, they're going to get left behind. So Goldman Sachs definitely doing a decent job right now, acknowledging what crypto is, interviewing some of the top minds, and also publishing these type of reports for everyday people like you and me to also get an idea of global macroeconomic scale of just what cryptocurrency is providing to the transformation of the financial system. One last thing, you guys, TechCrunch's founder apartment to be sold as an NFT. So we talked a little bit earlier in this video about real estate working alongside some of these smart contract platforms like Ethereum, Polygon, Matic, just to name a few. But here's another interesting story that recently came out. So TechCrunch founder and crypto investor Michael Arrington is selling an apartment in Kyiv via a non-fungible token. Arrington purchased the Ukraine apartment in 2017 through the real estate platform Propy, using Ethereum and smart contracts to settle the deal, in a sign of how the industry has evolved in the intervening 4 years. Propy will be auctioning the same property, but this time as a real estate-backed NFT. The starting price is $20,000. So in a call with CoinDesk, Arrington said the move is no mere NFT gimmick. It could one day open the doors to novel lending and borrowing schemes in the world of DeFi. This auction process will involve the seller signing proprietary legal papers for the NFT to transfer ownership to any future buyers. After the auction is complete, the seller will receive payment in crypto. And on top of that, they're getting like a little real estate backed NFT or a digital art from Kiev graffiti artist, also known as Chiz. So what does this tell us about cryptocurrency in general? Well, a lot of this needs to be used with Ethereum still. So if you guys are an investor with Ethereum, all this is bullish news because Ethereum is still the network that is housing a lot of this, unless you're going with any alternatives or what you would call an Ethereum killer, Cardano, Polkadot, just to name a few. But as of now, this is really, really good bullish news just for anyone who is into the NFT space, into the future cryptocurrency, and you're looking at some of these investments as a longer term hold. For people in this situation where a guy has publicity, he has the money, and he's utilizing NFTs to be kind of like the first, the pioneer of starting it out, I wouldn't be surprised in the future if we cut out some of these companies like Zillow or Redfin and we have complete cryptocurrency centered NFTs backing the real estate market. And we're seeing that adaptation now. All right, so that was today's crypto update and news. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys have any specific comments for me or questions, definitely drop them down below. For the usual, the keyword for today is going to be, what's it going to be? Mouse. I don't know why, just mouse, okay? So that's the keyword for this video. Like always, don't forget to check out the links down below in the description. You can pick up 2 free stocks with Webull, one valued up to $1,850. Check out BlockFi as well if you're trying to go long on some of your cryptocurrencies and you want to earn additional interest with some of the top cryptos listed on their platform. If you use my link down below, they will give you up to $250 back in free Bitcoin, depending on how much you deposit. One last thing, Patreon is completely closed. I don't know when we plan on opening it up, maybe sometime in June. So I'll let you guys know, but at the moment we are completely sold out and it's been an incredible time so far, and we've been hosting our calls. And for any of my inner circle members watching this till the end, what's up my family? So thank you guys again for watching this video. If I did miss out on anything, let me know down below in the comment section. And I'm going to be grinding this week because this following week is Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami, which I'm super excited to go at and just attend and finally take a little time off. But I will be bringing my whole camera equipment. I will be vlogging the trip so you guys don't miss an upload on the channel as well. So if you guys appreciate the consistency and everything else include, make sure that you guys are subscribed. You guys know I love that subscription whenever y'all do it. So thank you all so much again for watching this video. Y'all have been incredible with the support, and hopefully I get to see y'all in the next video. Peace out.